Ever wondered what it was really like when the king of rock and roll went on tour? We all know the iconic white jumpsuits and the sold-out arenas, but the story behind Elvis Presley's legendary 1970 Seconds tours is filled with some truly wild and fascinating details. Today we are pulling back the curtain to reveal 5 fun facts you probably didn't know about Elvis on the road. Get ready because it's a journey you won't forget. First up, let's talk about the sheer scale of his operation. When Elvis toured, it wasn't just him and a band, it was a massive production. His entourage, often called the Memphis Mafia, was huge, but the entire touring party could include over 60 people. This included musicians, backup singers, sound and lighting engineers, wardrobe staff, and a heavy security detail. They traveled on a customized private jet, a Convair 880 he named the Lisa Marie, complete with a master bedroom, a conference room, and gold-plated seatbelt buckles. It was basically a 5-star hotel with wings. Ensuring the king and his court traveled in absolute style and comfort from city to city. Second, Elvis had a very specific and, let's say, interesting pre-show ritual. He wasn't one for a light salad and some vocal warm-ups. Instead, his routine involved a very particular meal. He would often request a plate of just cantaloupe melon, or a simple cheeseburger. But the most important part of his ritual was what he drank: gallons and gallons of Pepsi. He also needed the hotel room to be kept at a frigidly cold temperature, so cold that his companions would often have to wear sweaters and jackets indoors. This combination of ice-cold air and Pepsi was his way of getting mentally and physically prepared to hit the stage and give his all for thousands of screaming fans. Now for our third fact, and it's a sweet one. Elvis was known for his incredible generosity, and this was on full display during his tours. He would spontaneously give away lavish gifts to friends, staff, and sometimes even complete strangers. We're talking cars, jewelry, and huge amounts of cash. There are countless stories of him buying Cadillacs for his backup singers or handing a diamond ring to a fan he just met. For Elvis, money was a tool to bring joy to others. After one particularly great show in Houston, he famously gave the owner of the arena a brand new Lincoln Continental just as a thank you. His generosity was as legendary as his voice. Fourth, let's address the iconic jumpsuits. They weren't just a fashion statement. They were a practical solution. In the late 60s, Elvis had adopted a more active karate-inspired stage presence. His traditional suits were too restrictive for his high-energy kicks and lunges, so his designer, Bill Bellou, created the jumpsuit. This gave him the freedom of movement he needed to perform his dynamic shows. Over the years, these jumpsuits became more and more elaborate, adorned with intricate embroidery, metal studs, and semi-precious stones. Each one had a name, like the American Eagle, the Peacock, or the Sundial, and they could weigh up to 30 pounds. They were a perfect symbol of his larger-than-life persona in the 70s. Finally, for our fifth fact, Elvis was a notorious night owl, and his touring schedule completely revolved around his unusual body clock. He would sleep most of the day and come alive at night. After a concert, his night was just beginning. He and his crew would often rent out entire movie theaters, amusement parks, or skating rinks to unwind from midnight until dawn. Imagine having an entire theme park to yourself after playing to a sold-out stadium. This nocturnal lifestyle allowed him to escape the constant public attention and just be himself, enjoying simple pleasures away from the crowds. It was his way of creating a private world where he could relax and recharge before doing it all over again in the next city. So there you have it, a small glimpse into the incredible world of Elvis Presley on tour. It was a whirlwind of music, generosity, and unique rituals that all contributed to the myth and the man. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories behind the music legends. See you next time.